Stop it, Professor, and behind you.
There is a particularly controversial subject here, which is Bond killing someone in straight up cold blood.
I usually hate killing an unarmed man. Cold-blooded murder is a filthy business.
Because he doesn't often do that. Usually when he kills someone, it's because he was forced to do so. But in this film, he kills a dude in straight cold blood.
We're, of course, talking about the Professor.
Correct. Right? It was a controversial thing to do back when this film was made in the first place. To me, it kind of harkens to the concept of Han shot first.
I bet you have.
Where he could have let this guy go, or he could have non-lethally subdued him, but he chooses not to do that. He just straight wastes the dude.
Now, granted, this guy...
This is after a murder attempt. Yes, that is
true. He tried to kill him
Yeah,
twice.
there's kind of a point.
He shot him as a pillow, and then he tried to pick up the gun. So he was eliminating
Also the
a
tarantula.
threat. Yes, the tarantula thing.
Yeah.
Which, I gotta say, the worst possible way to try to kill someone.
Yeah.
If only Dr. No had been like,
The,
look in the cage. Do you see the grenade? Just throw the grenade into his room.
If you guys watch carefully in the film, that tarantula actually, when he is coming up onto his shoulder, there's actually some glass between Bond and the spider, because Connery's, he's like, I don't like spiders. Like, don't put that on me.
On me.
I prefer the plate glass with the real actor over
A CGI.
CGI scorpions on Daniel
Absolutely.
Craig's fucking hand.
What Patterson said about the gun thing, though, I love, and this goes with what you said, Charlie, about those Bond jokes. Pulls the trigger, nothing happens, and Bond looks at him and is like, you've had your six. And he just shoots, he just wastes them.
It's a Smith & Wesson. And you've had your 6.
And you've had your 6.
Well, he's visibly trying to pull the gun towards him, too. So it's not like he's just sitting there like...
He does pick it up, though. He picks it up, and he pulls the trigger, and, you know.
It's empty,
yeah.
And remember,
No,
guys, Bond has a license to kill, which, let me clarify, a license to kill is more or less a license that he doesn't have to call his advisors and say, hey, can I kill this guy?
He's like
That's the
Judge
idea
Dredd.
behind it. Yeah.
He's judge, jury, and executioner on the spot.
Yeah.
Because he's trusted to know the difference between somebody that should be taken away, like the secretary chick that he puts in the car and drives off with, or somebody who has repeatedly tried to murder him, and he's just got to eliminate that threat for king and country.
I agree. Like, I'm not saying Bond is in any way unjustified in killing this dude, but, like, he did not kill him in the heat of combat, which is what Bond is typically depicted as doing.
Yeah.
He makes a conscious decision to kill this, like, to execute him, basically.
There are several things I could cut to, like future films showing Bond very much killing personally.
For me.
But I get what you mean, where it's like this guy was just sitting there, and Bond knew that he was not a threat, and he went ahead and just
pulled the trigger
executed
anyway.
him. Before the guy had even, you know, I guess Bond got everything that he needed out of him. Cool and cold as a motherfucker to pull the trigger, and even after the guy lands on the ground, he still gives him another one.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle distinction here, but it's noteworthy because it occurs in the very first legitimate Bond film.
Yeah.
That we're establishing that Bond is the type of dude who's willing to straight ice a dude